Welcome, my fellow unemployed nerds, to Barbarian Invasion, but on Medieval 2 Total War, and today we are doing an AI-only campaign. I've been looking forwards to this for a while, because the Medieval 2 AI so much better on the campaign map than the Rome AI. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get out of this. How are the hordes going to impact the game? Let's find out. So, it is Barbarian Invasion, but a little expanded here and there, but it tries to stay as close to the original as possible. For example, we have some extra settlements, like in Greece and all around. We have a new faction, the Moors, who were originally meant to be in the game, but were sadly cut. And yeah, without further ado, let's just begin. Let's see where the hordes go. So, first of all, I think we're going to be following the Vandals. But the moment of truth. Turn 2. Are we going to get massive revolts in the Roman Empire? No, it looks like they've held out. Okay, so it must be easier for them to hold out with public order then. Or maybe it's just that AI has some advantages. I don't know. Ooh, although they are starting at war with everyone, and the Eastern Roman Empire only starting at war with two. Oh, we have the Romano-British here. Where are... Oh, they're here in Wales, so we've got them at the start as well. I think it would be cooler... Nah, I was about to say, would it be cooler if they held all of Britain? But nah, I think it's better in just Wales, because then they have to conquer it. Yeah, loads of factions say starting off at war, so that's going to be a lot to follow. The first settlement has fallen. It is the Goths, expanding east, west, expanding west. I do know my compass. I did graduate primary school. We've got the Burgundians here under siege by the Vandals, and now let's see, does the horde mechanic actually work? Assuming the Vandals take it, that is. And, oh, never mind, they pulled off. Looks like they got defeated. They do look a little weaker. The Franks expanding north. No, I'm joking now. Expanding west. And over here, the Romano-British took a Celtic city. So well done to them. The Vandals coming back for more, a second run at it. Can they take it? And yes, they took it, so. They sacked the city, but the Burgundians are still alive, I believe. Yes, they have spawned down here, outside Vicus Franki. Okay, good to know they all works and everything then. I was a little worried, so what chaos is this horde now going to create? Going straight for the Franks. Now, the loss of this city won't destroy them, as they are still alive in Campus Marcomanni here. The Huns, meanwhile, been a bit slow at first. And the Romano-British took another Celtic city. I think they've got siege equipment because they did not have it under siege last turn. So I think they've got a catapult or something. And, the Franks lost their capital back down to their final city. The Western Roman Empire, loads of armies here, pushing for the Alemanni. They've got it under siege. Now the Alemanni don't go horde. The Burgundians are here. By the way, does anyone know why the Alemanni don't go horde? All the other barbarians, I think, do. Actually, no, the Saxons don't. The Celts don't as well. Okay, maybe not then. Or maybe they will go horde in this mod. The Romans took it, and no new hordes. So that is faction destroyed. Are people in flight? Okay, so they do go horde. In this mod, they do go horde. That is interesting. Where did they spawn then? Here. Ooh, and instantly putting it under siege. Right outside Lutetia. Ooh, that's not good for Western Rome. I did not think they would go hard. That's going to cause some chaos behind their front line. I think that's a bit of an unfair spawn for Western Rome. They should spawn a little deeper into Germany, I think. Anyway, they are pushing for Vicus Franki. The Vandals have the Saxons under siege. And the Celts retook this city here. And the Huns are going for this Slavic city. But that won't destroy them, because they have a second city up here. Eastern Rome, making a little bit of a push east. Okay, good, I got it right that time. And they just instantly settled it. That is not good for Western Rome. That is not what they wanted. Was not worthwhile at all. And the Burgundians here pushing for Mediolanum. And I think they're going to take it as well, because they have the numbers and they can't get round, they're not walking to another city. So will they sack it and move on, or will they settle this city here? And I think it is a good one to settle, because then they can conquer all of Italy from there. The Huns took that city, putting the Slavs down to their final one. Now heading south. Yep, Mediolanum under siege. These guys are going the long way round. And the Sassanids, pushing on eastern Rome. Can they take Antioch? Yes, they did. Ooh, I liked that. Because in the original Rome, an army that small would really struggle in the auto-resolve to take that city. So hopefully this AI here should be more aggressive. A new homeland for the Burgundians, taking Mediolanum. I like it. Now conquer all of Italy, hopefully. Vandals getting battered fighting those Saxons. They're not doing well. Going in for another go, but they keep losing. Not what the Goths wanted to see. The Huns are on their way, coming towards the Eastern Roman Empire. The Alemanni not doing too much, mostly just defending their territory right now. Same with the Burgundians. And we have a faction destroyed. Who is it? It's the Saxons. The Vandals finally took it, but they lost a lot of men to get there. And they settled the city as well. I guess it's an okay settlement for them to settle. There's no horde threat nearby for Vandals right now. So they can just take some of these rebel settlements dotted round here and build like a North German Empire sort of thing. Whereas the Alemanni and the Burgundians do kind of need to push a bit deeper into Rome. So yeah, I'd say it's an okay spot. The Alemanni pushing that way. The Burgundians still not doing much yet. The Huns took that Sarmatian settlement, but the Sarmatians are still alive, and the Slavs expanding. The Slavs I think might also be best just going horde themselves at this point. Maybe the other ones as well. Like just click that horde button and then go on the march. That's what I would do. Western Rome held out over here, but the Celts jumping across and they're going for it after retaking all of Scotland. Romano-British not looking too good, but they could be a fun stream. I'm starting to like imagine what can I stream later on. Barbarian Invasion for me is more of a Christmas game. You know what I mean? Like the type of game you'll play closer to Christmas. The Vandals expanding, taking... Ooh, they lost at Campus Rizzi, but they took Campus Burgundy. And the Alemanni trying again. Eastern Rome retook Antioch with quite a big army. Can they make the push now onto the Sassanids? And the Huns crossing into Eastern Roman territory. That looks terrifying. Yeah, but there's certain games around the year that I like to play during Christmas time only. And for some reason, Barbarian Invasion is one of those games for me. So let me know if you want to stream of it. Maybe this mod, Romano-British, maybe the original game, but Eastern Roman Empire, or something like that. No, I am not doing Western Roman Empire before you ask for it. The Huns surrounding that Roman city there. Western Rome actually doing quite a good job at expanding, taking another rebel settlement. And the Alemanni pushing onto two settlements at once here. If they can take both of them, never mind, they would be looking in a good position. But Western Rome doing a really good job at holding out here. I think they have a lot stronger in this mod than in the original. Big Sassanid army coming back for more, putting Antioch under siege, but there's a big Eastern Roman army here as well. The Goths pushing onto Aquincum. Come on Alemanni, please take something, please. Don't let this go to one of the Roman empires. I want to see a barbarian faction win this. Ooh, Constantinople looking really in danger now, and somehow the Sassanids took Antioch. Rome just let them do it. Come on Rome, you are better than that. Ooh, the Romano-British hopping across, taking Ireland, and we've got a rebellion. First of all, the Goths took Aquincum, well done to them. But the Western Roman rebels have finally spawned in Spain, and the Goths pushing for the Eastern Roman Empire as well. If they get hit, ooh, the Goths doing good. If they get hit, I was about to say by all of the powers at once, then they're doomed. Looks like they are already doomed. The Huns must have siege equipment, Or maybe I didn't notice it was under siege, but they've taken Constantinople, and they have settled it. Well done to the Huns, a new homeland. And another rebellion in Tingi as well. Yes, well done Alemanni, taking another settlement here, good for them. Tingi fell back to Western Rome. The Burgundians still not doing much, just sitting in Mediterranean for now. The Vandals took Scandinavia, which should help them out a bit. The Celts jumping across to take Campus Frizzy. That's quite a big leap for them there. And the Huns, I can't see where their main forces are. There they are. Yeah, so they look like they're going north. But the Eastern Roman Empire has a lot of troops dotted around. Can they retake Constantinople? I think they should be able to. But that means they're pulling troops away from the east, the Sassanids, which is still not good for them either because these settlements are also very, very valuable. Campus Franci has risen up, the Franks pushing for Vicus Alemanni. Rome is starting to fall. And the Sassanids making another push now, moving Fossid on. They unfortunately failed, but the Huns were successful, taking Thessalonica, another rebellion in Cordoba. They were able to take back this city here from the Alemanni there. And the Western and Eastern Roman empires are now at war. I don't think it matters too much, really. I don't think they're going to fight, but the loss of the trade income between the two powers, that will be big. And it looks like the Romano-British here is also thinking of jumping in onto a weak Western Roman Empire. While they pulled back their boat, they have no intention of leaving anytime soon. Oh, the Franks got defeated there. That's unfortunate. The Alemanni still trying. They're attacking loads of random cities here. Yep, the Romano-British at war with Western Rome. I think they should have got rid of the Celts first, but oh well. It makes for a fun AI campaign, I guess. Oh wow, well done Alemanni. That I did not expect. First of all, Sassanids pushing for Cyprus. That's good. But Augusta Treverorum has fallen to the Alemanni, and that's a valuable city. Even if the Alemanni cannot hold it, the fact that they've sacked the city still weakens the Western Roman Empire when they do retake it. And the Sassanids actually did it. That you will never see in the original Rome. They were able to use the boat, recruit the boats, hop across and take Cyprus with this empire here. I am very impressed. And at last, the Burgundians doing something. They've taken Aquileia here. Venice, well done to them. Hopefully this can lead on to more of a real conquest of Italy here. And the sea has conquered Aleria. Now this is for real Venice. Western Rome retook Cordoba back, but looks like they are going to lose it. Losing Tingi or losing another settlement in Iberia as well. Iberia, not looking good for Western Rome. Gaul, not looking good for Western Rome. Ooh, Britain, not looking good for Western Rome. And yeah, you know what, nothing's good for Western Rome. And they're just hopping across again, pushing now for Rhodes. That's hardly any forces. Surely they cannot take it. They're putting it under siege. Can they get lucky with that auto-resolve? No, the Eastern Roman Empire won. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. Britain is just a mess right now. You've got wild Celts in the north, you've got British nationalists here, and then you have a load of posh Romans down in Londinium. Absolute mess. Oh, well done Alemanni, taking Semiprovia. That's 3 settlements they're up to now, and this settlement, they've been able to convert to a barbarian settlement it seems, yeah. Well done to them for that. That is actually impressive, that they've been able to grow the population and convert it over to a barbarian looking city this early on. Oh, and the Huns hopping across into Ankara here. Taking Athens as well at some point, which I missed. Cornif is on the front line, and hardly any garrison. The Sarmatians making the push on Eastern Rome as well. Which is worst off right now? Eastern Rome or Western Rome? I think I'm gonna say Eastern Rome is worse off. No, I'm gonna say Western Rome. Even though Western Rome has more cities and I think more armies, they're struggling to rebels. Eastern Rome is only struggling to outside threats. So if Eastern Rome can get rid of the outside threats, very good. If Western Rome gets rid of the outside threats, they still have the internal threats. The Goths pushing for 2 cities at once here. That could be a big move. They took one of them, failed at the other. So now Eastern and Western Rome are cut off. They have no contact with each other, except by sea. And the Alemanni, now up to 4 settlements. I'm very happy with this Alemanni. I'm so happy that they did become Horde and continued to survive. And the Huns took Carnif. Ah, rest in peace, Carnif, rest in peace. That is so tragic. At least they recognised that it is a holy city, so the Huns did not exterminate it. They just peacefully occupied. Ooh, well done Eastern Rome, taking back Antioch, cutting off Cyprus. And I love this little Gothic empire that we've got forming here. Slowly starting to look a bit like the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Or at least they are the Hungarian side, in a way. Ooh, Eastern Rome, not what they wanted. Internal struggles. A revolt has broken out. Eastern Empire rebels. Ooh, Western Rome getting an alliance with the Alemanni, and then they instantly broke it. Yeah, no one wants an alliance with Western Rome. Western Roman rebels, sure, but not Western Rome. The Huns expanding against the Ostrogoths there, and also taking Myra from Eastern Rome. The Alemanni were successful. Again, they're now up to 6 settlements. Looking really good. I'm impressed with them, what they've been able to achieve. The Burgundians now pushing for Segestica, or Segesta, but sadly they failed. Celts about to kick the Romans out of Britain, well, the Western Romans anyway. This would be a big move for them. And they went rebel. Nope, they just could not do it. The Burgundians have taken Massilia, which is a very valuable settlement for Western Rome, so that is a big loss. Pushing again for Segesta and Florence, again losing twice. The Burgundians, very disappointing. They could have done so much more with a North Italian start. Oh well. And ooh, the Franks. Yeah, forming a nice weird-shaped empire of their own, taking 4 settlements there. Ooh, and the Ostrogoths pushing back against the Huns, taking this city back. Ooh, could they push for Constantinople next? The Huns have a navy, quite a decent navy as well. Did not expect that. Arles fell to the Alemanni. The Burgundians were able to take Segesta, but they lost Massilia. They are at war now with the Alemanni, and they took Florence as well, pushing on to Ravenna now with a decent force. I think they'll take it here. Pushing for Rome as well, and they got both of them. Looking really good in Italy now. Okay, I take it back. The Burgundians are looking good, and Lugdunum fell to the Alemanni as well. So it seems for barbarians, they are weak at first, but they just need a bit of time, a little bit of success, and then they can snowball from that. The Alemanni taking all of France now, looking really good on the borders. I'm liking these borders here. Not too much border gore. Well, northern Britain obviously, and the Balkans, but you know, the Balkans is always border gore. The Western Roman Empire has been kicked out of Britain. It revolted against them. Western Rome trying to retake their capital back, but I don't think it's going to work out for them. That's a big Burgundian force nearby, and I don't think they'll let them have it. Is that a faction destroyed? Who has possibly been destroyed here for Berbers? Did they get regicided? Yeah, I'm assuming they must have just had like one family member left. They lost him in a battle or he died of old age, and then the entire faction just imploded on itself. It happens sometimes. Ooh, they actually did do it. The Western Roman Empire, retaking their capital of Rome. Big hit for the Burgundians, especially now that the Alemanni are passing through as well, putting Mediolanum, their capital, under siege. The Goths took Thessalonica from the Huns. The Huns are no real threat in this campaign, really. The Vandals, quite a big threat, yeah, they formed that Northern German Empire thing I was talking about. But the real threat of the world is the Alemanni. They are terrifying. The Alemanni at this point have completely skipped past Barbarian invasion. They're playing Age of Charlemagne at this point. The Franks pushing onto the Goths, taking at Quincum. Yeah, the Goths were looking good, and they are looking good, but the loss of that city to the Franks really messes up their borders. They were a donut before, but now the Franks have just had a little nibble from them. Do you see the donut? I hope you can see the donut. The Burgundians making a pushback, pushing onto Lugdunum and Massilia. That could be disastrous for the Alemanni. Pushing onto Rome as well. Can they take 3 settlements in one turn? And Caesarea fell to the Huns. Can they do it? Come on, Burgundians. Take 3 settlements in one turn. If you do this, I will officially be rooting for you the entire campaign. Okay, they still have potential to do it. Let's give it another turn. Can they do it? Okay, still need a bit longer. The Franks pushing even further against the Goths now. Come on, surely this turn here. Surely, Burgundians, surely. Please. Give me something. No, they lost at Rome. Okay, what about against the Alemanni then? You surely have the numbers there. Ah, they lost at Lugdunum. Yeah, Alemanni came in with reinforcements. They will probably lose at Massilia at this rate. And we've got 2 people in flight. The Sarmatians and the Lombards on the same turn. So yeah, Campus Lombardi fell to the Vandals. The Lombards are our horde. Where are they going to settle? I've got no idea. And the Franks or the Slavs? The Franks took this settlement, the Slavs took this settlement, so the Sarmatians have now formed here as a horde as well, ready to cause more chaos. And what is this? Okay, so the Sarmatians on the map officially appear down here, but their main horde is here, so you cannot trust the little star on the map there. And the Burgundians lost at Massilia as well. I officially hate the faction of the Burgundians. I am against them completely. They had so much potential to be cool many times, but they have only disappointed. The Sarmatians passed through the Franks' territory, not taking anything yet. The rebellion spreads down to Sidon, and by the way, all of Iberia is in chaos right now. And the Lombards, not really, they haven't figured out where they want to go yet. Just walking round for now. If I was them, the best Western Roman cities have been taken, really. But I would probably try and settle in like Rome or something and then take southern Italy, Sicily. Actually, there are a lot of cities here. This southern Italy, Sicily, Sardinia, Corsica, North Africa region, that is very, very valuable. So I would say get there, take Rome and defend Rome before the Burgundians can get it. That's what I would do. The Sarmatian horde has now gathered with their king. Where will they go now? Constantinople? That could be interesting, if they just smash open the Huns. Oh, and the Goths at some point lost Thessalonica, but they've taken Corinth and Athens, and annoyingly they sacked Corinth. How could you do such a thing? Yeah, you know what, I'm completely against the Goths at this point. Butcher all of them. Of course, I want to make it very clear I am referring to the faction in the game. If I ever become like Prime Minister or something, I am going to have to delete this channel. Some of the stuff I have said are outrageous. Like, out of context, of course. The Goths retook Thessalonica. Looking kind of good on the map. But it's a shame they lost these cities to the Franks. And this little pocket of Eastern Romans still holding out here. Same with Western Rome up here. These little pockets just never seem to go. And Londinium has revolted back to Western Rome. Burgundians at war with the Franks now, fighting on, like, basically every single front at this point, which is something they don't need. You know what, if I was the Lombards, I might just settle Florence or Ravenna instead, and then just wipe them out and then take southern Italy. Because the Burgundians, they're not doing anything. Ooh, the Roxolani, making the push onto the Sassanid Empire, taking Fraspa there. And the Ostrogoths, taking another Hunnic settlement, taking Constantinople from them, which I do like to see, and I like their little empire, and how it looks on the map. It's a very, like, just a Black Sea empire sort of thing, a trading empire. The Lombards betraying the Franks, pushing for Mark Romani now. Not really the place they would want to settle. It's like, if you go horde and you have to settle a new homeland, you don't want to pick somewhere right next to your original homeland, if you know what I mean. Like, they did just sack it, they just wanted the money. And the Celts pushing the Romano-British down to their final settlement. They hold only Ireland. If I was the Romano-British, I don't know what I would do at this point. Ooh, the Celts jumping across into mainland Europe again against the Alemanni. That's not good for the Alemanni. That draws their attention away when they need to be focusing on the Burgundians. I don't think they can go hard. You know what, I'd probably build a boat, put my army on the boat, and then sail over to... Oh, they've deleted the Americas! Oh, on the main Medieval 2 mod, they have the Americas here. I was gonna say, sail to the Americas. They have a settlement, take Cholula, or whatever it's called. But no, they've deleted it on the Barbarian invasion version. You can sort of see the outline. Oh, poo. That would have been a funny joke, but it became a different type of joke altogether. Oh, and the Romano-British. I saw them disappear, they got regicided. And the Lombards sacking another Frankish city. The Sarmatians putting the Ostrogothic Constantinople under siege. Will they just sack it, or will that be their new homeland? Or will they just walk away? They are just walking away, great. Where did they even go? Going for Greece instead. The Slavs are fighting with the Vandals as well, going back and forth. The Vandals had Hyperborea, the Slavs have retaken it. But yeah, I'm not going to cover this front too much, I don't think. Trouble in the Levant region, as there has been another uprising. And the Lombards pushing past the Quincum now. I'm really curious where they're thinking of settling. Oh, poor Burgundians. Losing a settlement there to the rebellion, but they're so useless I kind of don't care really. They deserve it, they had it coming. And why is everyone building navies? Like, do you need a navy this big? Do you need a navy this big here? No. It's on the whole second page. The Western Roman rebels pushing back onto the Celts here. Taking Wales. Can they take Eboracum as well? Where are the Lombards pushing for the Burgundians? What's happened to this settlement here? It's fallen into the ground. The Sarmatians have settled in Constantinople, and the Ostrogoths are now dealing with the Goths. And they lost that settlement to the Ostrogoths suddenly in a messy spot. The Slavs suddenly looking really good on the map. The Burgundians retook that settlement there, but they are at war with the Lombards, and right now that's a sticky spot to be in. Western Rome, can they make a comeback here in southern Gaul? No, it seems they're just not interested in attacking anybody. The Celts have taken London. They could conquer the entire British Isles at this point, and luckily for the Burgundians, the Lombards appear a little stuck. They cannot get out of this corner. And a quick reminder, we are going to turn 300 with this, just so everybody knows. Samobrovia fell to the Vandals. Ooh, a sneaky move there, jumping across. Not good for the Alemanni. They lost this settlement. They could never retake it. They've lost another one now, which they will probably never retake, or at least not in a very long time. I'm gonna say that Alemanni, I think, are done. Ooh, at some point, Eastern Rome retook Constantinople, making the Sarmatians rebel again. But well done Eastern Rome, I'm surprised with that. A bolt off. Okay, the Lombards are finally moving again, it's been like 20 turns. Are they going north? Where are they going now? Have they finally figured out they were stuck? No! They've gone back into position. The Sassanids taking a big chunk here, taking Arabia. Just random settlement Arabia down there. But well done to them. We got defeat imminent, the Goths, because I did play it on short victory just to see what's going to happen. They've taken Vicasar Matai here. Let me just quickly Google what their objectives are. Okay, so I don't know if it works the same in this mod, but it's apparently 16 settlements including Constantinople and Rome, so really, they are nowhere near. They are not going to take Rome. They can easily get 16 settlements on Constantinople, but Rome, they've got a long way to go before they get that. The Sarmatians sacked Caesarea as well, the Hunnic settlement. Oh, what happened there? To the Eastern Roman Empire rebels. Revolt suppressed. I think they just died, to be honest. They had Jerusalem, Sidon, and Antioch. I think they just revolt. I think, what happened? They would have regicided, yeah. Regicided, they would have got destroyed, so now they just become normal rebel. And the Sassanids, taking advantage of this, All these rebel settlements here and a weak Eastern Roman Empire making a push, finally taking Damascus there, and Antioch as well, looking good all of a sudden. Although it's a shame that they've got to deal with the Ostrogoths and the Ostrogoths. Why are there so many Ostrogoths? Why so many little armies like this? What's going on here? They're not a horde faction, they've still got loads of cities. I don't get it. Why do they look like a horde? And are the Western Roman Empire rebels about to finally get kicked out of Britain in Wales here? Is it finally going to happen? Are the Celts going to control all of Britain? Oh, well done to the Burgundians here, finally taking Luktadum. Are they on the move again? Oh, the Franks are going for them. That's going to destroy them, I think. The Franks are going for them. Anyway, this city here is still under siege. I think they can take it. It's just a matter of time. They are being very slow about this, as usual. You know why they're being slow? Because it's lunchtime for me. I'm very hungry right now, but I've still got about another hour of recording, so they are going to go as slow as possible, really drag it out for me, make sure I have to sit here for as long as possible with my stomach rumbling in the background. And they're just not going to take it, are they? It starves out in one turn. Watch, they're going to back away from it. They will do it just to spite me. Okay, good. I do not trust this AI at this point, and they're going for Tara as well. The Celts looking good on the map. They have all of Britain and 2 decent footholds in continental Europe. That is a good position to be in. And the Vandals really starting to fall apart to the Slavs now. Yeah, the Slavs have had a very good push west. I'm really liking the Goths as well. Expanding further north here. It's a shame they've not taken Constantinople, or this little Eastern Roman pocket here. I don't know what's going on with that settlement. I don't know why they've not taken it. But if they could take those two, they would be in an impeccable position to win this. Because remember, in 125 turns, end of campaign, and winner goes to the faction with the most territories. That could be the Goths at this point. That I did not expect. The Sarmatians have found a new homeland. Settling Sarmatia. Settling Thessalonica in northern Greece here, and that's bad for the Goths. Suddenly, they are not in a good position. I don't like their position all of a sudden. That's going to really mess them up, I think. And the Slavs now pushing back against the Goths as well. Is this it? Is this the beginning of the end for the Goths? Yeah, they just got slaughtered there by those Sarmatians. Oh, the Vandals making a bit of a comeback against the Slavs, taking Hyperborea. It looks on the map a lot more than it actually is. It's really not that much of a big deal, but on the map it is such a massive territory, it looks like it was a big move. Oh, the Franks at last, taking Aqualia. Finally something happened on the western side of Europe. It's been so quiet for so long. Yeah, I think the AI is starting to die a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload the game and see if that wakes them up. Reloaded into the save, and now hopefully the AI should, have a bit of a spike. It's like giving them a bit of alcohol or some caffeine or something. It wakes them up a bit, gives them a bit more of a buzz, whatever you want to call it. At least usually in Medieval 2 and Rome 1. I don't know if it will work here on this mod. Right, the Huns instantly take that rebel settlement there. The Celts instantly have taken Tara, and this Burgundian settlement has risen up, all on the same turn here. So yeah, hopefully the AI has woken up. Maybe I need to do this more often. Every 20 turns, make a save, load back in, to keep the AI fresh and awake. And yet, if you're playing the game yourself as well, and you want a more challenging AI, just make a save and reload into the game every 30 turns, unless you do that anyway. But if you're going for a long session, the AI will get dumber, unless you reload. I mean, look at this, the Lombards, they are finally free. They are finally free to move around. They've lost a lot of troops, but they are free. And what do they decide to do? They go home. Kind of beautiful in a way. The Burgundians taking back Massilia now, but that is a massive Alemanni army on the front line, ready to march in. The Western Roman rebels also pushing for the Alemanni. The Alemanni could be done very soon here if things don't go right for them. Yeah, they've lost Burdigala, down now to just 4 settlements. They at one point were one of the largest powers in the game. Finally, the Goths are going for this settlement here, Sirmium. The AI has awoken. Please take it as well. Get rid of that stupid bit of border gore. Turn 200. We are officially 100 turns away from my lunch. From the end of the campaign. Well done, Goths, well done. They look okay on the map now. Constantinople fell to the Sarmatians as well. If only the Goths had these 2 settlements here, their position would be beautiful. They would be 1 settlement away, Rome, from victory. And they are pushing near Aqualia as well. The Burgundians pushing for Rome now. It will starve out in 9 turns. I think they can take it. I think they have the numbers here. And hopefully this will spark the rebirth of the Burgundians. Oh, never mind, they got slaughtered. They got slaughtered. How? How did they lose that? Oh, pathetic. The Lombards are just too weak at this point to really do anything. They could be the first Horde faction to die. Ooh, the Goths, they're making the move. They've taken Thessalonica. Can they get Constantinople? They are going for it, but that will cause the Sarmatians to go Horde yet again, which the Goths don't want. Well, it depends where they go Horde, because they could always spawn here and go this way instead. You never know. So it really does come to the roll of the dice here for the Goths. If they can even take the city, that is. They have it surrounded, but they're not actually putting it under siege, unfortunately. One power we haven't talked much about is the Sassanids here, retaking Antioch and Sidon. If they can get Jerusalem, and maybe get a foothold in Egypt, and take the rebel settlement of Caesarea, they won't push back against the Barbarians, I don't think. They could also be in the running for a victory here, but I don't want to see that. I want to see it be one of the Barbarians. It's like the Sassanids, they start powerful. The Goths do not. The Burgundians do not. The Alemanni do not. I want to see it be one of those that wins it. Likewise, I also don't want to see a Roman or a Roman rebel power win it. Speaking of which, 2 Western Empire rebel cities have revolted back to the Western Roman Empire. And the Celts are landing down here as well. Can the Celts take Asturica? They do have it under siege, bringing a lot of armies down here as well. That's quite a big force. They have enough armies here to conquer, I think, all of Iberia at this point, if they wanted to go for it. And then they will be in the running for victory. The Burgundians hopping across, trying to take Corsica. Western Rome could retake Florence. They could retake Italy here as well, and then they would be in the running for victory. Constantinople under siege, the Huns are here to reinforce if needed, or they might take it for themselves. Okay, the Goths took Constantinople, but that's a lot of hordes that just spawned. Yep, have that big rain cloud there, that thunderstorm, as a worrying omen to what's about to come. The Sarmatians are back as a horde. Where are they going to go? And the Lombards down to their final army. This is it. This is all they have. Chosen warlord, Isambard. I knew a guy called Isambard in my old Discord server. I wonder if that's where we got the name from. Anyway, he's about to die, I think. Come on, Sarmatians, be cool. I want to see the Goths win it. They look good on the map. I like the colour orange. Be cool. Go into Anatolia or something, fight with the Huns or something. Please don't go for the Goths. The Celts took it, getting a foothold in Iberia. I like their little empire right now, although they could be about to lose 1 settlement to the Alemanni here, which won't be good for them. Okay, they held out. Well done, Celts, well done. Although, that being said, the Goths have a massive army over here. I don't know how they've recruited this so fast or got it down here, but that is a lot of troops. If they can, they can probably beat the Sarmatians here and hold on to Constantinople. They could make a push into Anatolia, and then I think we'll just have to give them the win. The Sarmatians making the push for Constantinople, but do they have the numbers to take it? Will the Goths bring in the reinforcements they need to? They need to destroy the Sarmatians here, get rid of them whilst they can, and then start thinking about recovering and expansion elsewhere. The Sassanids have taken Caesarea, pushing for revenge against the Ostrogoths as well, to reclaim this city, but I don't think they'll take it. Yeah, see, they had to back off. And well done to the Goths, because the Sarmatians are looking really weak here. Down to their final 3 armies, and then over here, they've taken Carnuntum as well. And Iberia is a complete mess. Look at that border gore. Absolutely horrid. The Burgundians once again pushing for Rome. Can they do it? We cannot have barbarian invasion end with Rome in Roman hands, especially when the Western Roman Empire is doing this terribly. They do not deserve it. Well done, Burgundy. Well done, Burgundy. To be honest, you don't deserve it either. But well done. Ooh, the Celts taking Avaricum from the Alemanni. The Alemanni down to their final 3 settlements here. And if they lose those, they go horde again. This is why I don't do many barbarian invasion AI campaigns though, because when a faction dies, they just go horde again. So in theory, it could go on for like 1,000 turns, because some factions will just never die. The Sarmatians could take Constantinople here, which would be absolutely disastrous for the Goths. The Goths really just need to send in their big armies here and just wipe them off the map, I think. Just get them out of the way with whilst I've got them trapped in a corner. Ooh, and well done to the Huns as well, for being able to take Tarsus here from, I think, the Sassanids, or Eastern Rome. The Sassanids took Jerusalem from Eastern Rome, pushing again for Salamis. They took this settlement back from the barbarians, the Ostrogoths. The Sassanids in a really strong position right now, and they could take Fraspa back as well. I would say right now it is between the Goths and the Sassanid Empire. But you never know, the Celts, the Western Roman Empire, are also in a position where they could make a comeback. And is Colonia Agrippina finally about to fall? This little Western Roman pocket that has survived the entire game. Can the Vandals take it? There we go, finally. The Vandals took it. And the Lombards just getting weaker and weaker. They should be gone very soon. Also, the Goths expanding further into Slavic territory as well. The Sarmatians pushing for Thessalonica. Not good. Come on, Goths. Get rid of them. You've got the opportunity here. Just wipe them out, please. And what are the Ostrogoths doing? How did they manage that? They somehow took Campus Getae here, either crossing by sea or just walking through by land. The Goths should never have allowed that. And well done, Sassanids, taking Fraspa. And the Sassanids retook Tarsus, defeat imminent. Sassanid Empire, they could win it here very soon. Hopefully very soon, because then I can justify leaving and I can get that ham and cheese sandwich I'm waiting for. You won't believe how excited I am at this point for my ham and cheese sandwich. Ooh, the Burgundians taking Neapoli, finally. And they took Haleria as well. Can they take Caralis, the city of diplomats? Imagine if the Burgundians win this. Oh yes, the Goths taking Augusta here, pushing straight through. Shame they haven't retaken this settlement yet, and the Sarmatians, they're leaving. They're out of here, they're going to Anatolia, and the Goths are chasing them down. Can the Goths take these 3 Anatolian settlements here, whilst the Huns are at their weakest? That could win it for them. 50 turns left. At this point, every gain, every settlement, every advantage they can get matters quite a bit. But the Burgundii could be about to win. Are they still? No, they're not besieging Caralis, but they've taken Avaricum. And they do hold Rome, which is usually a victory city that most factions need. They could be about to win it as well. Imagine that the Burgundians, the faction I have been trash talking all day, wins the campaign. I would be down for it. It would be funny. Please, I hope to see them do it. But they are going to need a few more settlements, I think. The Goths pushing for Aquileia for a second, but they pulled off. The Sarmatians, I think, also down to their final army. They could be the first Horde faction to get destroyed. Or at this point, probably the only Horde faction to get destroyed. The Goths. I think, honestly, if they take Rome here, it's got 1 unit in there. They have 4. If they go for it, if they take it here, I think they win the short victory objective. They won't, they are just passing by. But if they did it, they would win, and that would be it. How did that happen? Western Rome has retaken Rome, cutting off Burgundy at Neapoli there. It must have revolted back over or something. Poop. Ooh, Burgundians pushing for Arles. Pushing for this Celtic settlement as well. The Burgundians could seriously win it here if they just have a bit of a bigger push at the end. A last minute, take these settlements here, and then a last minute big push at the end. They could do it. They've taken Arles, the Alemanni down to their final 2 settlements. It's just a shame about Rome though, and Aquileia as well to some extent. Meanwhile, the Goths continue to expand, taking Campus Lombardi. Where are the Lombards? How are they doing? So it's still just this guy here. Yeah, 1 faction leader left, 1 sea dies, that's it. And Western Rome has finally been able to reclaim Iberia back from the rebels. To be fair, they're doing okay, I think. I'm impressed they've been able to do this. For an AI campaign, they are doing well, and I didn't even know Parma was a city in this. It's under Burgundian control, just an extra city for them. Will Western Rome go for it? Yes. They are putting it under siege. We could be about to see the return of the Western Roman Empire here. If they have a successful push against the Burgundians, they could do it. They could come back and they could take the win on turn 300. They've taken Parma. Can they keep this up? That would be incredible. The Western Roman Empire comes back in the final 40 turns and wins it. They could take Neapoli here. Oh, we've got a faction destroyed. The Alemanni. Yeah, that's full faction destroyed as well, so they regicided. They did not go hard. All of their faction generals died. So that's 2 rebel settlements here for free. The Burgundians could take them, the Vandals could take them, the Celts possibly, and then we've still got the Lombards here. Could they take it? Nah, I don't think so. Come on, Goths, take back this city. Campus Getae there. Complete your borders. Remove all border gore. Yes, good. Perfect. And the Burgundians retook Rome as well. Oh, it's back and forth between them and the Western Roman Empire. And they are going to take Parma as well. Possibly, or go for it. It really is back and forth, but no, they got slaughtered that time. By the way, we've not commented too much in this campaign on the Roxolani. And also the Moors have done literally nothing. Literally nothing at all. Just sat here with their 2 settlements. Not lost anything, not taken anything. Ooh, the Goths. They really want this win. They are pushing now into Anatolia, as I suggested, onto the Huns. The Huns down to their final 2 settlements before they go hard again. And now that would be terrifying. The direction in which the Huns go could decide everything. If their Horde faction goes for the Goths, they could do some serious damage. But if they go for the Sassanids, that could guarantee victory for the Goths. I'm really trying not to check the stats or count the settlements. I want the winner to be somewhat of a surprise. The Slavs making a pushback against the Goths, and the Celts making a pushback taking Avaricum and also Lutetia there from the Burgundians. But the Burgundians were able to take Augusta, Treverorum back. But it's just a shame that the Burgundians have been such a disappointment. They could have done so much more with that early Mediolanum start, but they just disappoint on all sides. Same with the Alemanni. Once they had all of France there, they could have gone so far with that. But no, we are after all playing Medieval 2, and as usual, Medieval 2 AI campaigns, France is dreadful. I guess that rule works if you start as France, or even become France. Ooh, the Sassanids pushing into Egypt at last. That's a big blow for the Eastern Roman Empire, who have never really had the same comeback that the Western Roman Empire had. Taking Thebes as well. These final few Sassanid settlements here could tip the balance in their favour and make them win it. But Eastern Rome pushing back for Salamis. Out of all settlements, that's a weird one for them to go for. And the Sarmatians pushing for Antioch as well. Could we see a return of the Sarmatians in Sassanid territory? I kind of hope so, because I want the Goths to win that. So this would really mess them up. Come on, Sarmatians. Ah, poo. And I bet Eastern Rome will lose as well. Yeah, they just lost. Poo, poo, poo. The Goths are here, right outside of Rome. That would win it for them. And the Celts making a push as well. Yep, defeat imminent Celts, taking Lugdunum. The Celts, not a faction we've spoken about in a while, but they do have a lot of safe British settlements back here. 15 turns left. If they have a good push now, a good run, they could be in the running. Could we see the Lombards come back? They've got the siege equipment, they've recruited some mercenaries. Can they take this settlement before the Celts bring reinforcements? Are we about to see a return of the Lombards at last in this campaign, right at the end? You know what, at this point, I hope so. Please do it. I think it would be funny. And the Sarmatians again trying at Antioch. I hope they're successful as well, just for a funny, chaotic ending. Nope, the Sarmatians lost again. 2 turns until this city surrenders. Can the Lombards do it? Please, please, please. Final turn. Come on, Lombards. You've got this. You'll starve it out or take it by battle. Surely we see the Lombards come back. Don't abandon it now. Yes, we've got the Lombards back. The Lombards are back. I love it. A new homeland for them. Western Rome could make some comeback here. The Celts are pushing for them as well. But if they can take Arles here, or Burdigala, that would be interesting to see. Could take back Haluria as well. But no, the Western Roman Empire not doing anything at this point. A lot of Celtic forces around. But again, at this point, I don't think they're going to take any settlements. We are at the point in the campaign where the AI really starts to slow down and to struggle. Past 500 AD as well. Final 5 turns, let's see who is going to win it. Any final settlements ready to fall? Whoa, 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 whoa. The Sarmatians have made a comeback. A new homeland. Well done, Sarmatians. How are the Lombards looking? They're looking good. The Celts pushing on the Vandals. Every city counts at this point, but that works for the Sassanids too. Every city counts. 3 turns left. Can they retake Antioch? I hope the Sarmatians hold on. I think it's funny having them down here in Antioch. Ah, they retook it. The Sarmatians went hard. Where will they go now? Either way, there's 2 turns left. Not enough time to take anything. They are going east. And on the final turn here, what will they do? The final Horde faction still standing. They hold the bridge. And there we go. Turn 300, 512 AD. The campaign now has to end, unfortunately. So winner is decided by the faction that has the most territories. But vassals, territories count towards their owner. Do we have any vassals? I don't think so. Nope. Okay. Let's see who won. Okay, so in this we have the Western Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, the Goths, the Sassanids, the Burgundians, and the Celts. Just a quick look, the Alemanni there were doing really well. They were 3rd best at one point, but sadly dead now. That is the overall ranking, and in the lead is the Goths. But we decide this by territory. Military goes to the Goths. Production is a mess, and territory, oh, that is so close. That is literally 1 settlement in it. I'm going to have to do a recount, just to make sure, because this can be a couple of turns delayed. Eastern Rome is down there. Either way, 3rd place goes to Western Rome. Again, only like a few settlements away. It's not that bad. The Celts did well as well, and the Burgundians did well as well. But I've got to count these settlements here, just to make sure. Okay, and with that, the Goths have won it. They do have 20 settlements, and the Sassanid Empire has 19 settlements. Just 1 away. That was all. 1 settlement in it at the end. And then there's population there, which goes to the Goths. That was a close one. But well done to the Goths there. If they didn't have that little push into Anatolia, that would have been it. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like down below if you did, and subscribe to get notified of more. But for now, until the next one, Mel gone.